but you got it, my God.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? My name is Zane and welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, please click that subscribe button, click that notification bell, and let's get right into this amazing Ryoma gameplay. So as you can see here, we are starting off first skill, of course. I'm going to go from the very basics. Ryoma, you want to be starting off your second skill, and you also want to be using your passive first, and while the passive is in cast, you want to be using your second skill. It just cuts down the cast time of both abilities, which makes it really nice. Also here you can see that when you're at close range on Ryoma and you're having your passive, you kind of just want to move back and forth like you see me doing there when I'm basic attacking. Also there you can see that I leave knowing that I'll get my enhanced range basic attack, so it'll be fine. But yeah guys, on Ryoma, kind of what you want to be doing is just moving back and forth with your basic attacks, because you never know when that passive is going to be proccing. So since you always want to be as far away as possible when you have the passive, of course the further away an enemy is, the more damage it will do. But yeah, that's pretty much that's the very basics. Anyways, we are studying red because we want to end up on the dragon side. We want to get that extra gold from the abyssal lane. We also want to help out our ADC, which will make it a lot easier. The enemy also has an ADC, so it will just be an easier time ganking an Elsu compared to a Wonder Woman. Actually, I don't even know, because Elsu is a pain to invade, is a pain to gank just because of all the traps that he can lay down, stuff like that. So here you can see that we just stun. We hop over the wall, we use our passive, then we stun the Cephis. We use our pinwheel in on the Gilder, that lowers the cooldown dramatically. We use our ulti on 2 people, but actually guys, our team is wiped. I don't even know what happened there. I was landing all my skills, I was dealing the damage, but it still did not work out. They all lived with a little bit of HP, but still, that Elsu just got a triple kill, which is a pain. Here you can see that I reset the dragon while also life stealing, so that's going to be very beneficial for us. We want to be getting that HP back that we just lost, and on Ryoma it should be pretty easy. Here you can see again the combo. You want to be going your passive into your second skill. It just cuts down the time that it takes to kind of use your passive, if that makes sense. The little stance that you do will be reduced if you just use your second skill right after casting your passive. But you want to be pretty careful, because sometimes if you use your passive and then your second skill way too fast, it won't deal the passive damage. So you just want to be careful like that. That was a perfect example on that camp right there. But that's enough about that little combo. Let's actually, there's not really much to explain right now. We're buying our boots, as you can see, after the second jungle item. I like to do both. Sometimes I'll go 3rd tier jungle item, sometimes I'll go boots. This game I just felt like boots. Really, I couldn't tell you why, just kind of just felt that way. Anyways, here we're going to leech mid a bit, and then we are kind of positioning around drag, kind of positioning around both lanes too. Not really sure what we want to be doing right now. We know the Cephis is going to be ending up around here as well, so we need to be careful of that. Here we can see the guild is going in, so I'm going to use my stun on him. I'm going to use my ultimate and make sure that I am out of his ulti range, and we are actually able to pick up a kill with a pinwheel. Again, we see Cephis going in, so we're going to want to stun him and help heal our teammates. We use our ultimate and Teamy stuns him. We're actually able to pick up Cephis too. I can see the shadow of Elsu in the bush, so I'm going to use my pinwheel and my stun towards the Elsu. Again, he gets another kill on that Batman. That was a really nice snipe, actually. I kind of figured he was going to land a pretty good snipe, that's why I left. So that Elsu right now is 4-0, pretty much a monster at this point. Here we can see that the Wonder Woman is pushing bot. I see I got Soul Reaver, so I know I'm going to have enough damage to kill her, because that extra the extra magic damage proc will help me kill her. So I'm just going to chase and finish that off pretty nicely. And yeah, we're just going to go back into our jungle, start to use our ultimate, get all our HP back. That buff a while ago on Ryoma where you can get your HP back onto minions now, it's only 50% reduced, that was such a good change to him. I feel like it really brought him back into the meta after they did reduce his second skill range. These are really old patches, guys. I'm not even sure if anyone remembers them at this point. But yeah, Ryoma used to not be meta at all because they nerfed his second skill. Then he got the buff on his ultimate to where you can lifesteal on minions, and ever since then he's been making a little bit of a comeback, which is pretty good. We see that the guild is here, so of course we're going to stay out of range of him and just stun whenever we can see he has his ult. We can see Teamy there is actually able to catch out the Sephiroth, so we're just going to jump onto her with our second skill, and this is looking like a very clean game for us. We are starting to able to turn this around from that 3-0 team fight that we had at top lane versus that Elsu, which was just disgusting. I don't even know how we lost the team fight that hard. That was just unbelievable. But after all that's said and done, we're going to be going to the dragon. I ping defend for the Delana because for some reason she wants to just be helping out. We can see that the Zephy's here has his blue only, so we know that his red side spawning. Also, we can kind of indicate that from the camp that just spawned right near mid, the one that we just took. So we see the Zephy's has no red. Of course, that shows us that the red's about to be spawned. So I'm going to want to try and invade that, but we'll see what we're able to happen. I don't want to stay around there for too long, so of course I'm going to be going back into my own jungle just to get my own stacks and stuff like that. Again, we do not see that their red is spawned, so I'm just going to go back and take my own. And then I'm going to rotate back up, try looking at Wonder Woman, seeing if I can maybe get a gank down there, but I don't want to risk that. And for some reason, my second skill just missed completely there in the camp. But yeah, I didn't want to risk going down bot to kill that Wonder Woman because it's not guaranteed, and my jungle was respawning. There we can see the Zephy's bot, so I knew that his red was not respawned because I didn't see the icon on the map by that point. So right now we know his red is just sitting there and Zephy's is not taking it because he's bot, and we saw it respawn after he went down there. So we're just going to head over here, pick it up for free pretty much, punish it, and such a simple and easy invade that will help us out. Any jungle camps that you can take from the enemy is pretty much like double value, because not only are you hurting the enemy jungler, but you're helping yourself. He would just pinwheel towards the Sephora, trying to use a pinwheel second skill combo just to really surprise her, but unfortunately she moved out of the way and we were not able to get a nice second skill. Here we can use our ulti again, then use our second skill while the Wonder Woman dashes away for the second time with our first skill. We can see Gilder here again. I don't know why my second skill just went completely the wrong way, but yeah, we tried to stun Gilder out of his ult, but I don't know why it just completely turned around. Here you can see that I used my pinwheel like I was talking about, pinwheel, and then instantly use my second skill to kind of surprise them. Again, I tried to do this, see if the L2 was sniping. I would have used my pinwheel second skill. That was a really nice combo by my teammate and Tulin. I used my stun there. I tried to follow up from stunning the Zephy's, but actually we were not able to make anything happen. So after that, we're just going to go back into our own jungle and start to farm up. So we can see that the Tell was actually trying to take our red there. We're just going to ping retreat and hope she gets off of it, which of course she does, so thank you to her. And we're just going to go back into our own jungle, where we actually just finished our 30th stack at 8 minutes. That's not too bad. You know, on Ryoma it might be a little bit harder because he's not like an ADC. You know, he's not like Lindis or anything who can just run around the map, get these camps like they're nothing. So I would say it's a pretty good time to get our 10 stacks. Again, we use our pinwheel, use our second skill just to get even closer to the enemies, makes it a lot easier. Here I try to stun. Guys, I have a bit of a problem with my phone right now. So what I was trying to do there with the Sephora was I was trying to pinwheel and use my second skill. It didn't work out though. Here again, I tried to use my pinwheel and second skill. It would have been such a nice combo there. But you guys can kind of understand, even though my phone's bugging out, I'm standing AFK there just trying to fix it. But you can understand what I was trying to do there. Just pinwheeling, then using my second skill instantly to try and surprise them and just close the gap between us to get some really nice damage in. See, there's a massive wave at top lane, so we're just going to go and clear that before we make any moves, because we don't want that gold being just eaten by the tower. And also I kind of need to clear that, or else my tower is going to be gone. That wave was huge. Anyways, after that, since we're here and there's no jungle up, there's no fights going on, we're just going to take this. There's really no contest as to what we would do next, unless we would just kind of position around looking for a fight. But yeah, we're just going to go and take that. And then we're going to head over with my team, where I can see that the Gilder's actually dying. I can see the Sephora here, so again I try to use my first skill and my second to combo, but we actually don't land our second skill. And again, guys, you can see just another great combo since Ryoma builds Frostcape. It's so nice to have that your passive, which will, if you use your second skill then use your passive, it just deals the slow to them, which is just really good. It's so nice for securing kills because they're going to be so slowed after you use your stun, and then you just hit them with that long basic attack, which is sure to slow them with the front, as you can see right there with that cannon minion. It's just such a good item. It's a pretty big power spike for Ryoma. Here we can see the Batman's actually diving under tower for this Zephyrs. I don't know why. As you can see, we still have that tower up, so of course we're not going to be diving that. The Talons actually gets sniped down by the Elsu there. Again, this Elsu is putting in work because of that triple kill that he got. We stun the Gilder there, and then we just try to use our ult, but actually the Gilder dashes away. They combo me there, which did so much damage. The Elsu snipe. Again, he is pretty fed. He has a lot of gold. He's not like his other teammates where they didn't get any kills early. Here, the Gilder walks up into the bush, doesn't realize we're there. I move closer, but I can't really follow up. There we can see Zephyrs dives in, so of course I'm just going to be using my second skill. Guys, Ryoma, he's so good versus pretty much all junglers. It's really fun to be playing Ryoma. There you can see that I pinwheel again and then use my second skill onto the Sephora, which was able to surprise her and deal some massive damage. Here we're just kind of walking in front of them, and guys, that Sephora just melted as soon as my dueling came in. That was ridiculous. But we actually all get ulted into Gilder there, which is pretty funny, but it doesn't matter. As you can see, they're wiped. The only people that will be up are Zephyrs and Elsu, which will be a 2v5. Good luck to them for trying to stop that. Again, I stun the Zephyrs. We're just bullying the Zephyrs all game with these stuns from level 4 to beyond. But yeah, GG guys, that was a very clean game. I hope this micro guide is able to help you all in your jungle. Like, you know, a lot of people kind of comment saying, you know, Zane, I never really tried jungle until I watched your videos, which is just really nice to hear, guys. I like giving you guys confidence to be able to jungle and try out these new heroes, because I want you all to be trying these new roles. I want you all to be doing very good in your matches, and especially just getting those stars and ranking up. Okay guys, that's all for this video, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace out.